Okay, a couple of things here. Phones must be on the wall with the face out. Lab fees, if you have any, make sure you raise your hand and I'll come by a little bit later. Give me the last 10 minutes of class. Make sure I pick that up and mark it. Signed packets to your fourth period teacher due by Thursday. Find the mean, median, mode, and range. What are these called? They're called the measure of central tendency. Now let's take a look at number 4A. Well, you got to add them up. This plus this is 5. This is 6, so the total is 11. And you divide by 4, and you get the mean. So 4 goes into 11 twice, which is 8, and that's going to give you 3 left over. So it's 2 and 3 over 4, or 2.75. That is the mean. The median, you have to line them up. So here you're going to put 2, 2, 3, and 4. There's not one in the middle. So you got to add up these two and divide by 2. So it's 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5. So 2.5 is called the median. Write that down and put a star by it. Now, if you look at the next one on the median, you would line them up. But this time there is one in the middle, and that's the median. So if there's not one in the middle, like this one, you would have to add them up and divide by 2 to get the median. If it's an odd number of data, then it would be one in the middle automatically. Even, you got to add them up. Well, let's keep moving. Skewed data. Here's some definitions. Copy this down right here. Copy all of that down. Skewed data, and this is a definition, it's when the mean, the average, does not equal the median. And that's called skewed. Definition. This is sigma notation. Now sometimes I'm not going to go over everything in the lesson, so you have to read the book. So that is called sigma notation. The I is the index, and it tells you how many pieces of data you have, from 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of data. To find the mean, it would be 1 divided by 4. So you'd have to divide all of this by 4. And that is called sigma notation. An outlier, look here, 2, 3, 4, they're all close together. But 20 is too far away. That would be considered your outlier. We're going to watch a video on this, and then you have a worksheet, and that's going to wrap up today. Let's talk about the next class, which is college algebra. Okay, so for college algebra, let's take a look. First of all, phones on the wall with the face out. Right? Lab fees, if you have them, raise your hand. I'll come around and collect them the last 10 minutes of class. Packets, fourth period, by Thursday. All of that must be signed. Also, there's something else I need to give out for fourth period. Make sure you remind me. Okay, 6 ways to classify numbers. Let's talk about that. Well, all numbers are real numbers. You have integers. You have natural numbers, whole numbers. You have rational numbers, and you have irrational numbers. Now, if you look here, it says irrational number. This one says rational number. So, if we look at this, a rational number is a number that stops or repeats. It stops or it repeats. An irrational number goes on forever, without repeating. So no repeat. Whereas this one right here is just the opposite of that one. So these are opposite. They can't be rational and irrational. A natural number starts off with 1 and it goes forward. Okay? Now the integers are like negative numbers, like that, and then it goes up to positive numbers. There are no decimals in natural numbers, integers, and the one I missed is a whole number. A whole number starts with 0 And again, there's no decimals and no fractions. Okay? Now, real quick, try these three right here. This one right here is the absolute value, and the absolute value of -6. The absolute value is the distance to 0, and it's always positive. So this one's positive. A lot of kids change this one to negative, and that's not true. It stays positive. This one you do the inside, which gives you 6, right? 6, but you have a negative on the outside. So that one would be a -6. Make sure you know these, okay? Go back and review the ones you need help with. Today we have a worksheet and we have a video. And today's worksheet for both classes, one of them is here. So if you're at home and you need to copy it down, here it is. If you come to class, it should be in a folder. If it's not in a folder, then guess what? You need to go back to the video and copy it down. Okay, last thing would be for college algebra. So let's take a look at that worksheet. This is number classification, which is right here, and there's some more of it. Okay, and finally, the last page is right here. And again, if you can't be with me today, you can be with me at home and do the worksheet. All right, that's it for today. Have a good morning, and I'll see you guys in class.